ROWAN creates a group to help those with mental health and find out how you can get fit with a right group on campus. That's up next. What you said? Okay.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Hey, did you know that 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Go to theshelterpetproject.org and search your local shelters and rescues. Go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
The RAH hosted an annual casino night this past Saturday. The student center was decorated to feel like an actual casino environment. There were tables set up for students to play games such as poker and roulette. Poker chips were exchanged for casino money, and dealers were eager to give helpful tips to the students. The purpose was to give students the opportunity to play casino games in a safe environment without losing money. Overall, the night was a success, and everyone involved had a great time. On February 13th, the American Red Cross held a blood drive in the Esbjorn Gymnasium. Gabrielle Johnson, a team supervisor with the American Red Cross, helped run the event at ROWAN. Students participating in the blood drive were proud to be a part of such an important event. Matt Green, a student who attended the event, stressed the importance of donating blood. Green wants to help as many people as possible, as well as all the other students who want to donate blood. ROWAN University's Chamberlain Student Center and campus activities has partnered with the hashtag What's My Name Foundation to provide helpful tips to ensure all users of ride-sharing services arrive at their destination safely. The foundation was established after 21-year-old senior Samantha Josephson was kidnapped and murdered after entering a vehicle she mistook for an Uber back in 2019. Do your friends love to tell you that you are funny? Are you actually brave enough to share jokes in front of an audience? If you have been waiting for an opportunity to share your comedic genius with the world, sign up to participate in an April Fool's Day program run by the ROWAN Institute for Public Policy and Citizen, or the RIPPAC. Coming up, is one library enough for ROWAN University? One student gives his opinion.
I see it, I see it!
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But I get it, you're busy, and busy people can't have prediabetes. I read that wrong. They can, okay? Just go to the site.
Which one are we living on? Right here.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
On the 7th of April, an event called Take Back the Night will be held in the Chamberlain Student Center, Pitt. The event is a campus and community-wide event to promote awareness on sexual assault prevention. There will be different ROWAN clubs, departments, and organizations sharing why sexual assault prevention is important to them. Come show your support for victims and listen to firsthand accounts. It begins at 6:30 and is run by the Healthy Campus Initiative. Now, ROWAN University's library. Is it enough? Here's Maurice.
ROWAN has been around since 1923 and has grown to take up majority of the city of Glassboro. Currently, the school has almost 20,000 students and just over 800 acres of land, but only one library, which is located on the middle of campus. As shown in the map beside me, this one small area circled is supposed to provide all students with a quiet place to study, a source for resources, a place to print, or access to a computer. In my opinion, the growth of the school should mean multiple libraries. There is no reason students should have to take a 20 to 30 minute walk from one side of campus to the other just to print a 2-page paper for their next class. I understand the university feels that current additions being made are important, but the success of the students should be just as much of a priority.
Coming up, is one library enough for Rowan University? One student gives his opinion. Hey, what's up, man?
It's Ava, and this is Tess from Vivo's Do It Yourselfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old t-shirt.
It's not garbage, it's actually a brand new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
The question? Why should students care about having multiple libraries?
Students should care. I mean, obviously we're students, you know? Everything is about the library, everything is about learning. You know, you go to the library and it's packed, you can't get any work done. What are you supposed to do? How do you pass? How do you type papers? You can't do anything.
It sounds like you're very passionate. Can you give us a personal example of when having another library would have been beneficial to you?
I am very passionate about this. Let me tell you. My junior year, I used to live in Whitney Center, which is like about a mile away from the Campbell Library. You know, wintertime came, it's like 20, 15, 12 degrees outside, and I gotta walk a mile in the cold from one side of campus to the library to get there to type a paper that's due at 11:59. To not get on the computer until 11 o'clock. Now I can't type an effective paper because I got to rush in 59 minutes. You know, I didn't have a laptop. I still don't have a laptop. Oh, what am I supposed to do?
You mentioned other things are being built. What kind of things?
Well, ROWAN is providing, you know, different buildings for everything. They're providing Discovery Hall for School of Earth and Environment. They're providing a new fossil park, new College of Humanities and Social Sciences building, and plenty of other buildings for other departments. They're renovating a lot of the older buildings, you know, to update them, make them better. But I feel like some of that money can personally go to making another library, you know, just to make it easier on the students.
So who can students go to with this issue to try and get talks about another library being built?
I mean, if you want to go to the top, you can start with President Hoosman, you know, president of the university. You just go to the head chain. Obviously, we can go to the ROWAN SGA, which is the student government. We could talk to them and bring up the idea that we feel we should have another library. And also, we protest everything else. Why can't we protest right now? You know, if we make protests and we make the university aware that we aren't happy, they're gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to address it.
Thanks for your opinion on this.
Anytime, anytime.
It's Ava, and this is Tess from Vivo's Do It Yourselfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old t-shirt.
It's not garbage, it's actually a brand new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
With a 73-52 win over Kean University in their regular season finale, Rowan University's women's basketball team has clinched the #1 seed. The win gives the Profs a first-round bye and home court advantage in the New Jersey Athletic Conference Championship Tournament. They will either host TCNJ or William Patterson on Tuesday, February 25th at 7 p.m.
special reports today. Today I have with me the Royal Court of Miss Black and Gold. Today I have Miss Black and Gold, Ashley Ruth Campbell, and Miss Congeniality, Araya Holmes. So how are you guys doing today?
I'm well today, thank you.
That's good. So what exactly are your positions? What do you consider your positions to be? Give me a brief answer.
Do you want to go first? Go ahead. Okay, well, I serve as the New Iota chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Miss Black and Gold. And basically, I am the first position, and I kind of delegate the rest of the courts and our decisions that we have on campus.
Okay. And I serve as Miss Congeniality on the Black and Gold Royal Court of the New Iota chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated here at ROWAN. And Miss Congeniality is pretty much, I do more so like the secretarial things of the decision making and stuff like that.
Okay, so what exactly do you guys do within the community?
So basically, I'll just give you an overview of what Miss Black and Gold is in case people don't know. So the Miss Black and Gold pageant was actually first originated for a national convention by Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And since then, it's turned into a scholarship pageant, which it exemplifies the wit and elegance of a young woman, as does any scholarship pageant. So basically, the difference between the Miss Black and Gold pageant and any other organization's scholarship pageant is that it delegates 4 titles. And the 4 titles that are given are Miss Black and Gold, Miss Black, and then Miss Congeniality. And then altogether, we serve as the Royal Court for the chapter. So basically, after they have their positions, we host programs that promote community service and implement change on campus.
Okay. So Ashley, I remember at the beauty pageant during your talent, you expressed to people and you shared to the student body and the community that you had lupus. So how exactly has that changed you as a person, or changed you? Has it changed you any type of way?
So basically, lupus is an autoimmune disorder, and it affects your organs within your body. And recently, when I went to the doctor, I found out that it can implement your heart, and then it can also impact your brain. So I'm also the founder of a mental health initiative, and I found out within myself that reasons why I'm so anxious at certain times is because lupus can affect your brain. And also, I've been having to go back and forth to the hospital because it's impacted my blood count. So overall, lupus has just allowed me to become a more perseverance person, and I've learned to overcome all my obstacles that have come my way.
Okay. Araya, you also shared with us that during your talent that you, during your poem, that you expressed to the student body that you were experienced like a different chapter of your life. So how exactly has that changed you as a person?
Are you talking about what the talent I did with my dad?
Yes.
So my dad was incarcerated twice, and that's impacted me in different ways, lots of different ways. I think it's made me do nothing but grow as a person. Just being able to, like Ashley was saying, persevere, being able to kind of just roll with the punches in life as they go. It's changed a lot.
So what exactly motivated you to actually share that with the community?
Because I think that oftentimes when people go to prison or jail or anything, it's kind of just like the system is really set up to deal with the person who commits a crime. So the system is in place to punish the person who commits the crime. So oftentimes the victim or like the families are not really thought about. Of course, there are different avenues and different organizations that help with the victims and the families, but oftentimes when someone goes to prison, nobody really thinks about how it affects the family members. They're just kind of thinking of the incarcerated. So I forgot the basis of the question.
So I say, what exactly motivated you?
Sorry for the technical difficulties. An award-winning pianist and professor performs at Rowan University. Here's Gary with all the entertainment news.
A legendary hip-hop choreographer comes to Rowan University this weekend as to spread the love of dance and education. Famous hip-hop dance instructor Renee Harris will be leading 3 different classes at Rowan this upcoming weekend. Harris will host 2 classes on Friday, which is the history of hip-hop and street dance theater, and 1 event on Saturday, a public performance of Nothing But a Word. These events are free and will be held at the Student Rec Center on Friday, and then the Flieger Concert Hall on Saturday. Rowan After Hours hosts a super event tonight as they invite everyone to rock out their best superhero cape and come debate whether they're Team Marvel or Team DC. They will be hosting several different superhero events to get people debating about their superhero franchise. Attendees can be drawn as your favorite superhero and screen print your own superhero t-shirt and more. Like always, ROWAN is a free event and open to all students. And then elsewhere, Alake Yuleton is performing at the Boyd Recital Hall as a part of the College of Performing Arts Faculty Spotlight Series. Leighton is a ROWAN graduate and an adjunct faculty member and has won numerous awards for his work as a pianist. The event is open and free to all to attend and will be tonight at 7:30.
The Women's Physique Club will host their first interest meeting of the semester. The club is dedicated to promoting healthy body images. Members say the meeting have great guest speakers and discussions. They also do group activities off campus like cardio. The first meeting take place on Thursday, February 20th at 11:30 a.m. to 12:15 in the HES Department Conference Room, James Hall.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But I get it, you're busy, and busy people can't have prediabetes. I read that wrong. They can, okay? Just go to the site.
Which one are we living on? Right here.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea. Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
And now, Marissa with sports, with information for who the athletes are of the week.
Rowan University Athletes of the Week are Justin Bishop and Olivia Scattergold. Bishop runs the men's track and field team and is ranked first in the conference for the 4x400 meter relay. He ran the 4x400 meter relay and took second this past weekend, coming in with a time of 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Olivia Scattergold ran for the women's track and field team and is ranked second in the conference for weight throw. She broke the school record with the weight throw at the Fast Track National Invitational. The men and women swimming and diving team will compete at the Metropolitan Championship this Friday through Sunday at Rutgers University. Both teams won their 4th straight New Jersey Atlantic Conference Championship and are looking to defend their title this weekend again.
Jake Arrieta from the Phillies confirms his good health after scrutiny for being overpaid. Arrieta is one of the 47 pitchers to throw at least 300 innings while maintaining a league average or better adjusted ERA, but since his annual salary is $25 million, making him the 11th highest paid pitcher in baseball this year, his performance doesn't seem to stack up. Arrieta has a 4.26 ERA, a 1.369 WHIP, and averaged 7.2 strikeouts per 9 innings. Numbers that add up to a total of only 3 wins above replacement level, according to Fangraphs. This makes Arrieta, at best, overpaid. At worst, he has been a disappointment 2/3 of the way through a $75 million contract that was at the time the second largest free agent signing of a pitcher in Phillies history. Arrieta said, quote, "I'm 100% healthy, so that's nice." After the new manager, Joe Girardi, and pitcher coach Brian Price put him through their first workout on the backfields at the Carpenter Complex, Arrieta didn't hold back Wednesday in an aggressive, long-tossing session. Girardi recently assessed Arrieta's progress by saying, quote, "As of right now, we feel good about where his health is." And now, a look at the weather with Alyssa. It's looking pretty good.
We're having a nice week with weather. We're going to have cloudy skies right now with a high of 38 degrees, and tonight we're going to have a low of 20 degrees. This upcoming weekend is going to be very nice, very sunny. On Friday, we have a high of 36 degrees and a low of 24. Saturday, we're going to have a high of 49 degrees and a low of 28. Sunday, we're going to keep that nice weather going. We're going to have a high of 55 degrees and a low of 33. Monday, there's going to be a chance of rain. The weather might still be high. We're going to have a high of 56 and a low of 42 that night. And then Tuesday is definitely going to be rain. We have a 50% chance of precipitation. We have a high of 56 that day and a low of 39. Look out for this weekend. It's going to be nice. Take advantage of it. And on Tuesday, don't forget those umbrellas. So today we had some nice weather and cloudy skies. So as you can see in Rowan Boulevard Apartments, we had some nice weather. Students were walking to class or waiting for the shuttle. We also have students walking to class. One of the students in the picture is riding his bike back to Rowan Boulevard Apartments on their way to eat lunch. We have another picture, students just walking by the Chamberlain Student Center, by the library on skateboards, just walking back and forth to class with this nice weather. Still wearing coats still because it's not extremely warm, but it's getting close. How you doing?
Good. So, how warm is it out there?
I mean, it's not too warm. I'm a summer baby. I prefer it to be completely warm where I can go to the beach and everything, but it's all right. I'm still wearing a coat.
I can deal with the cold. I'm a winter baby. So.
We're not like that over here. Well, do you have any plans for this weekend?
Nope.
None at all?
Nope, no
It's gonna
plans.
be nice.
Well, I'm gonna be inside.
You're not gonna go outside?
No.
Well, it's gonna rain on Tuesday. Bring that umbrella out.
I don't have an umbrella.
That wraps up tonight's newscast. Go ahead, that wraps up tonight's.
And that wraps up tonight's newscast.
Okay. All right, you guys can walk on, entertain everybody. You guys can walk on.
President Trump is sending more water from the San Joaquin Valley to farms and cities in the southern half of California. During a visit Wednesday to the agricultural Central Valley of California, President Trump announced the move to send massive amounts of water to the southern half of the state. Environmentalists say the relocation of the water poses a risk to endangered fish and other native species. An eclipse-like event causes Mars to vanish from the sky over North America early Tuesday morning. In a rare event known to astronomers as a lunar occultation, similar to an eclipse when the Earth, Moon, and Sun fall in line. During an occultation, the Earth, Moon, and Mars align. As a result, the red planet will be hidden from our sight as it appears to pass directly behind the Moon during Tuesday's event. And now, an update on the Roger Stone trial.
Roger Stone left the federal courthouse in Washington after a judge sentenced the longtime Republican operative to 40 months behind bars for obstruction, lying to Congress, and witness tampering. The case stemming from Robert Mueller's investigation sparked a firestorm of controversy last week. Attorney General William Barr overruled the sentencing recommendation of his own department's prosecutors, who had wanted Stone to serve 7 to 9 years in prison. Barr's decision became public hours after President Trump criticized the original sentencing recommendation in a tweet, calling it a miscarriage of justice.
I think it was a very, very rough thing that happened to Roger Stone.
Judge Amy Berman Jackson agreed that 7 to 9 years would be greater than necessary. She also said she took Stone's age into consideration. During Thursday's sentencing hearing, the president tweeted again, questioning the fairness of prosecutors. Stone's trial not only has some split inside the Justice Department, outside the courthouse, there are advocates who are calling on the Republican operative to be in jail, and supporters who say President Trump should pardon him. President Trump's decision this week to commute the sentence of former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich, among others, has increased the speculation about an eventual pardon for Stone. The president said this week he hasn't given it any thought, but that he thinks Stone has been treated very unfairly. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Washington, D.C.
Coming up, which popular organization is filing for bankruptcy? Find out after the break.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Hey, did you know that 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Go to theshelterpetproject.org and search your local shelters and rescues. Go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
A new Emerson College national poll finds Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders taking the lead. Now with 29% of the voter support. Falling to second is former Vice President Joe Biden with 22%, followed by New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg at 14%, Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren at 12%, former South Bend Mayor Pete Buttigieg at 8%, Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar at 6%, Hawaii Representative Tulsi Gabbard at 4%, and businessman Tom Steyer at 3%. The Whitney Houston hologram tour kicks off February 25th, and people are not thrilled to see the singer in hologram form. An evening with Whitney, the Whitney Houston hologram tour, has left some fans upset as the hologram doesn't perform as gracefully as the late singer. One fan called the hologram, quote, as graceful as a Sims character blowing away a fart.
I see it!
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But I get it, you're busy, and busy people can't have prediabetes. I read that wrong. They can, okay? Just go to the site.
Which one are we living on? Right here.
What do you think it would be like to teach? Chances are, you have no idea.
Turn the lights and everybody look up.
Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, proving that greatness can be found in everyday places, and that you don't need to be famous to be unforgettable. That's what it's like to teach.
The Boy Scouts of America filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy after 275 child sex abuse lawsuits. The organization has paid over $150 million in settlements. Lawyers say the Boy Scouts are filing bankruptcy to escape obligations. They say this move was the only workable option for them. There are potentially more cases to come. And now Gary Erdelay with the latest stories on entertainment.
The music world is left in disbelief as rapper Pop Smoke was shot and killed in his Hollywood home on Wednesday morning. When officers arrived at the home, they found the 20-year-old rapper, whose legal name is Bashar Barakar Jackson, with gunshot wounds. The Welcome to the Party rapper was taken to the hospital where he was later pronounced dead as officers detained several people inside the home. But they were later released. At least 4 suspects fled the scene, and authorities say they have not been found. Valentine's Day did not go as planned for Harry Styles as the singer was mugged in London. The 26-year-old former One Direction member was threatened with a knife on Friday near midnight, but was unharmed after handing over an unspecified amount of cash. After releasing his 5th studio album, Justin Bieber sets his intentions somewhere else as he looks on to the world of MMA. Well, not really, as he doesn't want to fight professionally against Conor McGregor or anything, but actually wants to tussle with Tom Cruise. On a recent edition of James Corden's Carpool Karaoke, Bieber claimed that he was the Conor McGregor of entertainment, which then led Corden to laugh at the pop star. And now back to you guys at the desk.
According to a report, Israelis who violate a mandatory 14-day home quarantine amid concerns of being infected with the coronavirus face a sentence of up to 7 years behind bars. The Times of Israel reported travelers returning to the Jewish state from China, Hong Kong, Macau, Singapore, and Thailand are required to self-quarantine.
It's Ava, and this is Tess from Vivo's Do It Yourselfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old t-shirt.
It's not garbage, it's actually a brand new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
And now, here's Frank Villarreal with some info on battles in Syria.
2 Turkish soldiers are killed Thursday in an airstrike in northwestern Syria after an attack by Ankara-backed opposition forces that targeted Syrian government troops. The death came after the Turkish president threatened to expand his nation's involvement in Syria if another one of his troops were hurt. At least 15 Turkish soldiers have been killed in Syria this month amid a crushing offensive by Syrian President Bashar Assad's forces aimed at recapturing remaining opposition-held areas in the region. Intending on halting the advance, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan had vowed on February 12th to take military action everywhere in Syria if another Turkish soldier was killed or wounded. The multiple front offensives have triggered the biggest single wave of fleeing civilians in Syria's 9-year war, displacing nearly 1 million people who have rushed toward the Turkish border and are now sheltering in tents or sleeping rough in harsh winter weather. It has also risked completely shattering fragile cooperation between Ankara and Moscow, which back opposing sides of the Syria war. Ankara has been sent thousands of soldiers to northwestern Syria to try to stem the Syrian government advance on the province near the Turkish border, leading to the repeated flare-ups.
On February 20th, pet lovers everywhere observed National Love Your Pet Day. This holiday focuses on giving extra attention to our pets. The day encourages pampering our pets and focusing on the special relationship pets hold in our lives. And now, Marissa Bradley with information on a new Phillies pitcher and a potential stadium name change.
The Philadelphia Union Stadium is being renamed Subaru Park. The Philadelphia Soccer Club and Subaru agreed to a multi-year stadium naming partnership. This stadium will also undergo upgrades, including a new video board, new parking lots, and a new VIP seating club. Former New York starter Zach Wheeler signed a $118 million 5-year deal with the Philadelphia Phillies. Wheeler will be starting pitcher for the Phillies for the upcoming 2020 season. Wheeler has a 3.7 ERA and a 1.29 WHIP, which are promising numbers for a successful season for the Phillies. Tonight, the Sixers are playing the Nets. Ben Simmons is listed as questionable with pain still occurring in his lower back. Simmons has dominated all the Sixers storylines this season and will be missed tonight while they play. Also, Brooklyn will play without Kyrie Irving tonight, and he is out with a shoulder injury. Catch the game tonight at 8 p.m.
And now to Alyssa Torres with a look at some upcoming weather.
We're having a nice week with weather. We're going to have cloudy skies right now with a high of 38 degrees, and tonight we're going to have a low of 20 degrees. This upcoming weekend is going to be very nice, very sunny. On Friday, we have a high of 36 degrees and a low of 24. Saturday, we're going to have a high of 49 degrees and a low of 28. Sunday, we're going to keep that nice weather going. We're going to have a high of 55 degrees and a low of 33. Monday, there's going to be a chance of rain. The weather might still be high. We're going to have a high of 56 and a low of 42 that night. And then Tuesday is definitely going to be rain. We have a 50% chance of precipitation. We have a high of 56 that day and a low of 39. Look out for this weekend. It's going to be nice. Take advantage of it. And on Tuesday, don't forget those umbrellas.
So we had some nice weather today with some cloudy skies. As you can see, the Rome Boulevard apartments had some nice weather. Students were walking back and forth to the shuttle. We also have students walking down the street of Rowan with some students on their bikes walking to class or to the student center. We also have people in the center of the Chamberlain Student Center and the library going back and forth to classes, getting lunch, or just going to the library to study.
Looks sunny this weekend, huh?
Yes, it does. Not sunny enough.
Not sunny enough though,
No.
right? Big plans?
Not really. I have to do a lot of work.
Yeah.
But
Gotta get out of the house, man. Summer's gonna be around the corner as soon as you know it.
I know. I can't wait.
Yeah,
Time for beaches, vacations.
That's right.
It's all about that.
What's the vacation plans this summer?
I'm not too sure. I definitely want to go to Tennessee to go see Elvis Presley's house.
Yeah,
All
I'm
about
going actually
Graceland.
Nashville in mid-July.
What?
Yeah, go
We're
to see House of
twins.
Blues, right? Exactly. Packing a suitcase.
I know. I can't wait.
All right. Good night, everybody.